Hi friends, my name is Krishna Akumalla. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. In our previous video, we did solve illustration 2, which was extracted from ICA foundation material. I hope you got an opportunity to go through that video. Today, we are going to resolve one more problem. This problem is also been extracted from CA Institute material, CA foundation material. And without wasting much time, let us get into the problem. Okay, guys, let us get into the problem now. We are going to talk about illustration 3 today. Let me read the problem. On 31st March 2019, the bank passbook of Namrata showed a balance of 1,50,000 to her credit, while balance as per cash book was 1,12,050. So Namrata's passbook balance and cash book balance both have been given in the problem. On scrutiny of the two books, she ascertained the following causes of difference. She identified some differences, and she is asking us to prepare the bank reconciliation for her. Number one difference: she has issued checks amounting to 80,000 rupees. Total checks issued 80,000, out of which only 32,000 were presented for payment. Only 32 got presented. That means how many not presented? 48,000 checks are not, 48,000 worth of checks are not presented. That is the meaning of it. Second point, she received a check of 5,000 rupees, which she recorded in her cash book, but forgot to deposit in the bank. She got the check. As soon as she received the check, she thought she is going to the bank and deposit that, and immediately recorded in her cash book, but she did not deposit that in the bank. She didn't take that check along with her to the bank for depositing. So that is the second point. Third one, a check of 22,000 deposited by her has not been cleared yet. She deposited 22,000 worth of check, but that was not cleared by the bank. That means bank did not collect that amount from the customers. That is what she is trying to say. Fourth point, Mr. Gupta deposited an amount of 15,700 in her bank, which has not been recorded by her in cash book. One of her customers by name Mr. Gupta, what he did is he went and directly deposited 15,700 in the bank, but that was not recorded in the cash book. When can she record in cash book? If someone would have communicated to her, either Mr. Gupta would have communicated or banker would have communicated saying that, boss, madam, I deposited 15,700 in the bank. Can you please note down this? So no one informed, she did not account that. So that is the reason why there is a difference. Next, bank has created an interest of 1,500. Bank has created 1,500 interest, but was not recorded by her in her cash book, while charging 250 rupees as bank charges. Banker also charged 250 rupees as bank charges. That is also not communicated to her, hence she did not record it in the cash book. These are the points, the differences they identified, and she is asking us to prepare the bank reconciliation statement. Now, in our illustration 2, we took cash book as a base and prepared it. Now in this problem, I will take passbook as the base and prepare the bank reconciliation for your reference. Okay. So as I said previously, whenever you wanted to start the problem, first step what you need to do is you first draw. This is cash book, debit, credit. This is receipt side. This is payment side. Similar way to draw passbook. This is debit, this is credit. This is payment side and this is receipt side. I don't know, because of network slowness or my pen has some problem, it is taking time to write. So passbook, cash book. Now On 31st March 2019, the bank passbook of Namrata showed a balance of 1,50,000. So, as I said previously, I'm going to take passbook balance as the base and preparing this reconciliation. Since I'm taking passbook, cash book is also given. Since we did the cash book balance as the base in our previous illustration, I'm taking passbook as the base for preparing this reconciliation. So 1,50,000 is the balance we have, credit balance in the passbook. So passbook, I need to put 1,50,000. Similar way, I need to put 1,50,000 in cash book, assuming that both the balances are same. So 1,50,000, why I kept in debit side of the cash book? When I have a cash balance in the bank, it is an asset for me. Assets are debit balances. Hence, I debited 1,50,000 in my cash book. Passbook, it will be showing as a credit balance in passbook. Why? Passbook is what? Passbook is our account in bank books. What banker will think, okay, I have to pay this amount to so-and-so person. So for banker, it is a liability. For us, it is an asset. For banker, it is a liability. Hence, he will show in credit side of the passbook. Are you clear? Why we are showing in debit side? Because this amount is an asset for us. Why banker is showing credit side of our account passbook? Because it is liability for him. Because this 1,50,000 at any point of time he has to pay that amount to the business. That is the reason 1,50,000 is shown as a credit side. This is how you need to start understanding. Now, since we took passbook as the base, we need to put question mark here in cash book. Where do you put question mark? That is very important. Since we took passbook as the basis and we are going to identify cash book, let us put question mark on cash book. Now the question is, since you know the cash book is the we kept a question mark on cash book. So whenever there is a question mark, what is that we need to do? If the question mark balance is increased, you have to add. If the question mark balance is reduced, you need to subtract. That's all is the rule. If the question mark balance is increased, you have to add. If the question mark balance is reduced, you need to subtract. That's all is the rule we are going to follow. Very, very simple. Now, she has issued checks amounting to 80,000, out of which only 32,000 were presented for payment. She, in the sense, our business, that Namrata, issued 80,000 worth of checks. Issued means paid. Then where to put? Payment side, I need to put 80,000. She issued 80,000. What did they say? 32,000 were presented for payment. That means banker paid only 32,000. So banker will also write in payment side 32,000. Very, very easy, simple, problem, guys. 80,000 we issued. So payment side I need to put 80,000. How many checks presented in the bank? 32,000 rupees worth of checks presented in the bank. So 32,000 only I need to write in payment side. Now see the balance. 1,50,000 minus 80,000. What is the balance here? 70,000. 1,50,000 minus 32,000. 1,18,000. So now 70,000, 1,80,000. Where is the balance in higher side? Here passbook side balance is 1,80,000. Cash book side balance is 70,000. How much difference? You have a difference of 48,000. You have a difference of, the difference between these two balances 48,000. So this 48,000 is the difference between these two books. Am I right? So now where the balance is, question mark balance we need to check, right? The question mark balance is reduced or increased? This is 1,80,000. This is 70,000. The question mark balance is reduced when compared to passbook, right? Question mark balance, again I'm repeating, question mark balance is reduced. So this 48,000 I need to reduce. Checks issued but not presented 48,000. Before that, you need, since we took passbook as the balance as per passbook, we need to write and put 1,50,000 here. First step. Next step, this 48,000 is the difference. Why I am putting that under less side? Why am I keeping it in less side? The reason is when I compare these two balances, which is reduced? Question mark balance is reduced. Since question mark balance is reduced, I need to less this amount, subtract this amount. So 48,000, I'm keeping it in less side. Are you clear? Right. Now what we are going to do, next point we will go. Before that, let me clean up the previous points. The 70,000, let us take out. 48,000, this is gone. 80,000 is also over. 32,000 is also over. So now we are gone back to again 1,50,000 balance. That is how we need to do. Then next point says she received a check of 5,000 which she recorded in her cash book but forgot to deposit in the bank. She received 5,000 worth of check, that is the receipt, and she recorded in cash book. So when she recorded in cash book, she will be writing in receipt side. It is the receipt, right? She received. So that has to be recorded in receipt side. Why receipt side? Because she received the check. That is a receipt. Since it is a receipt, I need to record that 5,000 rupees in receipt side. So I have recorded. But she forgot to deposit in the bank. That was not deposited in the bank. Since that was not deposited in the bank, banker wouldn't have recorded. Banker wouldn't have recorded. Now, what is the balance here? 1,55,000. What is the balance here? 1,50,000. Clear? Now, question mark balance is increased or decreased? Question mark balance is 1,55,000. This is 1,50,000. So question mark balance is increased. So we need to add. If it is increased, we have to add. If question mark balance is reduced, I have to reduce. So since question mark balance to the extent of 5,000 is increased, I'm adding that 5,000. What is that I'm supposed to write? Checks recorded in cash book but not yet deposited 5,000. Simple. That I added. Clear? Right. Let me clean up other points then. Otherwise, you will get confused. Remove this 5,000. Again, we are back to our 1,50,000. Every time you need to consider like that. Okay. Now we are back to 1,50,000. Third point. A check of 22,000 deposited by her has not been cleared yet. We have deposited 22,000. So deposited in the sense that is our receipt, not payment. That is a receipt for us. So 22,000 I deposited. Receipt. When we deposit, that is nothing but a receipt for us. When we issue, that is the payment for us. So here they said very clearly 22,000 worth of checks deposited. Those are checks for us. We have to receive that amount. Hence, that is the receipt for us. So I have recorded that in receipt side. This also to be recorded in receipt side by the banker. But he said that was not cleared yet. That was not cleared by the bank. Banker did not collect that amount yet. So since he did not collect, he wouldn't have recorded. Now you see, what is the balance here? 1,72,000. How much is here? 1,50,000. What is the difference? 22,000. To the extent of 22,000, the question mark balance is increased or decreased? Question mark balance is increased. Since question mark balance is increased, if the question mark balance is increased, we have to add. So adding. Checks deposited but not yet cleared. Checks deposited but not yet cleared. 22,000. So that is done. Are you clear now? Right. Let me clean up this again. Again, we have to go back to same 1,50,000. Now we are back to 1,50,000. Next, Mr. Gupta deposited an amount of 15,700 in her bank, which has been recorded by her in cash book, which has not been recorded by her in the cash book yet. So one guy by name Gupta, he went and directly deposited in the bank. So that is our receipt, right? So banker would have recorded that in receipt side. Why that is recorded in receipt side by the banker? That is the receipt for us. So banker will record that as a receipt on behalf of us. So he recorded in receipt side. Clear? but we have not recorded. That is what they said. It has not been recorded in the cash book. That is what they said. Now, what is the balance here? 1,50,000. What is the balance here? 1,65,700. So, what is the difference? 15,700. To the extent of 15,700, my question mark balance is increased or decreased? This is 1,50,000. This is 1,65,700. So, the question mark balance is reduced. Question mark balance is reduced when compared to this. This is 165, right? This is 150 only. So this is reduced. Since this is reduced, what we are supposed to do? We have to subtract this. Subtract side, what we need to put? See here. Amount deposited but not recorded in the cash book. So we have deposited but not recorded. So the guy, Gupta, directly deposited, but we have not recorded in the cash book. That is the reason why this 15,700 has shown under less side. Okay, right. Let me clear this now. This pen seems to be good when compared to Epic, so I'm able to clear then and there. We are not wasting much time. So next one, bank has created an interest of 1,500 while charging 250 rupees as bank charges. So first 2 points are there. Banker has credited 1,500 interest here first. We have not recorded. That is the meaning of that sentence. Banker has created 1,500 interest but not recorded in the cash book. So with this balance is 1,51,500. This balance is 1,50,000 only. Question mark balance. Question mark balance is reduced or increased? It is reduced when compared to this. So since when we compare to passbook, this balance is reduced. So we need to subtract this 1,500. What did we write? Interest allowed by bank. We subtracted this. Clear? Right. Let us clean this again. Next, we are back to 1,50,000 again. Now, bank charges debited 250. So he debited 250 rupees here. Now, what is the balance here? 1,49,750. This is 1,50,000. So, question mark balance is reduced or increased? Question mark balance is 1,50,000, but this is 1,49,000. So, question mark balance is increased. How much? 250 rupees. So this question mark balance is increased to the extent of 250. Hence, we need to add this. Add 250, saying that bank charges debited by bank. So that has been added. Clear? Right. Now let me clean and show you how this can be balanced. Now you see here, 1,50,000 is the passbook balance. This, and this. These three we have to add. So that has come to 27,500 we have to add. Then this, these three we need to subtract. So this is coming to 65,200 we need to subtract. So 150 plus 27,250 minus 65,200, it is coming to 1,12,000, not able to see, 1,12,050. So 1,12,050 is the closing balance. This balance is nothing but what? Balance as per cash book. See how much he has given balance as per cash book here, 1,12,050. So we were able to arrive our cash book balance of 1,12,000. Are you clear now with the concept? See, very simple problem, but when you are preparing this problem, if you could prepare this with understanding with the subject, during your examination you will never commit a mistake. Otherwise what will happen? Blind approaches are going to create a problems for us. Hence I sincerely request all of you to go and prepare cash book and passbooks like this, and understand this is receipt side, this is payment side, this is payment side, this is receipt side, and whatever transaction you are referring to, you need to understand whether it has to be recorded in receipt side or payment side in cash book, or passbook payment side or receipt side. If you could start thinking in those lines and prepare the reconciliation statement, you will never commit a mistake. I hope you are clear on this subject. Okay, if you like the content, please like the video, subscribe to my channel, and share this video with your friends and colleagues. Thank you so much.